All right, in this video, I'm going to give you a brief overview for your overarching aim section. I'm in the Chapter 3 guidebook. Up here is our Theory of Improvement section, so I'm here on page 7. And notice that our overarching aim is a level 2 heading. This is under the level 1 heading, Theory of Improvement. So our Theory of Improvement is this really big umbrella. We're going to talk about a few different things within that really big section, and this is one of them. So a level 2 heading, overarching aim. You'll note in your template that it's also situated as a level 2 heading, left justified and bold. So the purpose, we're going to establish the very broad, meaningful goal that drives your improvement work and connects your theoretical foundation to your practical change efforts. You know, you're coming from, your readers, believe it or not, just read chapter 2, which is you're contextualizing your problem of practice. They've read about all of the different ways or the different literature sources that you're kind of pulling to contextualize your POP. And then they just read your theory of improvement. They just read your discussion of improvement and design thinking and change thinking and how all of these ideas are shaping your what it means to be a scholar practitioner, what it means to be an improver. And now you're making the connection. This is where we're teasing those two things together. So this should be, this should feel like a little bit of a bridge. It's going to provide your reader with a clear understanding of what you hope to accomplish, and it sets the stage for your detailed improvement planning that follows. Now, this is your overarching aim for all of your improvement work. This is not your very, very, very specific aim or goal for your one change idea. This overarching aim should relate to that really big overarching aim of your driver diagram. That's what we're talking about. We're zoomed out. This overarching aim is something that you're going to keep working on for a while. You're going to need multiple change cycles in order to really reach this aim. So we're talking, when it says overarching aim. You'll get to specific goals of your actual change idea later, but not here. We're starting broad and big. Remember that inverted funnel, broad and big, and then we'll get more specific. This section is only 1 to 2 paragraphs. You're going to introduce your aim, explain what you hope to improve, and connect it to any ideas that are related to what you may have written about in chapter 2. Right? Clearly and concisely, first-person narrative, focus on meaningful change rather than specific solutions. So you're not here to talk about solutions. You're just talking about your general aim. Here's my goal, right? Use the following for your organization strategy and guiding questions. Really only one topic. Your overarching aim, definition, context is probably 1 to 2 paragraphs. Here's some guiding questions. What is the big overarching improvement you hope to make related to your problem of practice? What do you hope to improve? For whom and by when? How does your overarching aim connect to the context analysis you present in chapter 2? You're contextualizing the problem of practice. And why is this aim meaningful and important in your organizational context? We're not getting into solutions. You're not talking about change ideas. You're just talking about your overarching aim. Provide clear, specific aim statement while maintaining focus on broad goals. That's all I can say. It still needs to be clear. It doesn't need to be vague. It needs to be clear, but it needs to be broad. All right? Writing tips. Ensure that your aim statement matches what appears in your driver diagram. I know you haven't written your driver diagram next. That's going to come in the next section. But we want there to be some cohesion. We want there to be some alignment. What you describe as your aim, when I read your driver diagram that comes up in the next section, they should match. So make sure that they match. Focus on broad, meaningful goals, clear connections back to chapter 2. All right?